Alright, so I'm using a camera from work, and I have no idea how it's going to look, so hopefully it looks decent. So anyway, so here are the two blinds that I use mainly the most. Hopefully this comes out. I'm so used to using my phone. The one on the right is a Rogers LP. The one on the left here, or my left, whatever, my left, is a Avery Finisher. Very old Avery Finisher, but it still works. Sitting side by side, it's kind of laughable of how much smaller the LP is. And my issue is sort of well, you can see the two blinds side by side. You can kind of get my issue, why the LP has the issue and the other one doesn't. Anyways, here are the blind bags again. So here on the top is the old Final Approach layout blind. The bottom is the new one. Let's do it open. There, you can sort of get an idea there of the two. So okay, I'm gonna try to pause this thing, not just stop and start, but who knows. And then I will put them in the LP first. I'll show you the finisher first, because that's the one where I was used to hunting with it. So that's what I wanted to I guess simulate. And then I'll show it in the LP. Okay, so here is the Final Approach and the finisher. And I was telling before in the other video, I will open it up and I will wrap this end. Let's see, I'll wrap this end back around so you can see how I got it broken back there. And I'll basically I'll stuff it in that corner. I'll stuff it in that corner, and I'll have my ammo on this side. And of course, we know how layout blinds are, full of grass and crap. And I'll throw in, you know, jacket or water, whatever. So basically, I'll have like extra ammo will be in there as a backup, and the main stuff I'm using, I'll have it on this side. And in this scenario, I'll usually have my phone in there, or something I need to grab quickly. But that is how I like it. So let's see how the new one looks in here. So it fits there pretty good. I can stuff it back there pretty far. Get rid of the strap. Then I can get out what I need. I can get out what I need. Put the ammo here. Usually what I like to do is put the ammo right there so I can get to it easily. Hopefully it's not too wet, because this thing, as you can see, is really old. Avery, if you're watching, I'll take a new one. Usually I'll put the ammo over here so I can get to it easily. Then there will be the backup. Usually I'll leave water or whatever, but I guess with this, I can rip out one of these Velcro bags and put it here. But basically I'm going to lay it down now and see if this is going to bother my elbow. So I'm not sure what else is going to film in the blind. But basically, I have to put my elbow sort of, oops, this stuff came undone. I just put my elbow sort of where the flag report is, and so it kind of catches on this end right here. Not sure if that's good or bad, just how it is. But I still have all this room open here. All this room is just kind of out of the way in the corner, stored. I'm trying to get in pretty low in mine, so I get my head down nice and low. So I'm not one of those guys who you see the big old white head sticking out with no face mask or no face paint out of the blind. I get under mine, so you can't really tell, but I get under my blind, my mesh, so I'm pretty low in here. So if I was a little higher, I would be hitting towards the top of the blind. Okay, let's try this in the LP and see how it works. Okay, so obviously I know the blinds are much smaller. So here is the LP, and here is sort of as much as you can stick it back in there without totally crushing it. Just because of, I mean, that's it. You know, about a couple inches. That's all you can get it back in there. So you can try. So you can try to squish it back in there. Unload all your main stuff. Try to put your ammo over here and squish it back in there. So let me actually lay it down and see where I catch it on. Alright, so if I'm low as I can, my feet are at the very end. My elbow will catch right on here. And that's provided I tuck it way back in there, which kind of, yeah, it closes okay. It's not too bad. Basically, that's what I wanted the new one for in here. So let's see if the other one, you know, it's going to be wider. It's a little shorter, so let's see how it's going to look. Alright, so there's no effing way that's going back in there. That is tucked against the wall as far as I can. Yeah, you can see it kind of kicks it up a little bit, which is not a huge deal. You know, if you're in there in a blind with your gun, your other crap, it's gonna, it's gonna stick up, obviously. Let me get in there and see how it's gonna feel. See how it's gonna work. Okay, now I gotta say, if I scoot it forward, I can put my elbow right here and not bother me, and still have all the room. Plus, it sort of keeps the leg rest open, so it actually might work out for this, even though not quite how I thought. I still might see if I can find the old style medium bag on sale and pick one up just for the LP. Although Rogers, if you're watching, I'd say there's market for a smaller blind bag just for your LP series. So this is the LP original. I know the XL is a little bit bigger. I'm still waiting for that crazy sale like they had 5 years ago or whatever it was to pick up an XL. So anyways, I will stop this there. I might have one more little part to add on here, but I think this is it for the layout blinds. I'm sorry, the layout bags in the layout blinds. Hope to help somebody.